Hello everybody, it's I Cosnime, and I'm back with more danganronpa, and I wake up with this asshole. Great, just great. Anyway, let us continue. Okay, so what was it that I was doing right here? Evidence that Taka was killed before Ifumi. Let me review the things, cause I don't remember. A few things happened before I did this. One of them, if I recall, yes, it was going shopping, to buy food for my house, for my dad's house. Okay, there you go. Yeah, I already know what it is. God damn it, here we go. I hate this. Well, it's the horse. Okay. Guess this. Wrist. Wait, what? Wrist. Okay, so it's an A. Okay, watch. Okay, not. Oh, okay.
Now I understand.
Damn it, I cannot English.
I got it. Papa's wristwatch.
Okay, there you go.
See? Look. It broke with the hands pointing just past 6 o'clock.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
It must have gotten broken when he was attacked by the killer. Because as of last night,
I hope the mic didn't catch that. Okay, computer? Be a good computer.
so if it wasn't broken after 6 last night, then he must have been attacked around 6 this morning.
And that would be his official time of death.
Now, didn't Celeste say she woke up maybe... No, she said she was attacked around 7. Then wouldn't that mean she was awake a little bit before?
But if that's true, then he was killed well before Hifumi.
And before Celeste was attacked this morning, which happened around 7.
There you go. Now, who was awake at least around 6?
That's right. Taka was killed before any of the other incidents took place.
Yep. Now, let me just save right here.
That simple fact slipped past all of us. We made the wrong assumption about the order of events, all because of those justice hammers.
That's exactly why the culprit wrote the numbers on each hammer and had them increase in size. That way, when we saw how they were used in each incident, we'd easily make that wrong assumption.
Now, if Taka was killed around 6, then everyone's alibis for his murder go out the window. Because when he was killed, we hadn't met up in the dining hall yet.
Oh boy, so we are suspicious. All of us.
That may be true in the case of Taka's murder, but all of our alibis still hold true for Hifumi's death.
Now me, the one who didn't have alibi for one of these cases, well, I was gonna say that was the culprit, but yeah, let's see. Unless one of the persons without an alibi was... Yeah, my logic was correct. The one who didn't have an alibi during both of these cases is the culprit. And by that I mean the one who didn't made it to the dining hall wasn't with Yaki and Toko. So yeah. And I'm pretty sure we all know.
With him, at least, we're all safe.
Yeah, the only one we know was awake and everything was Celeste, confirmed. Now the problem is, I'm pretty sure they're gonna try to pin out again with Hero because of the whole... Yeah. That means we need to prove it.
When we heard Hifumi screaming, we were all together. Except for Hiro and Kyoko.
Ah, damn
We
it.
all went down to the nurse's office, and that's where we found his body.
I forgot about that small detail.
We're all in the clear.
Oh, I know! They must have recorded him screaming on a tape or something, then played it later on!
Hero, sit down. Let me save you. Okay? Everything's gonna be okay.
Where's the tape?
I don't know.
Don't just go making stuff up.
Well, he's scared. Like he's being pinned out as the bad guy, even though he's not.
Anyway, we all have rock-solid alibis for when we heard Hifumi scream. Since all of us were there together, clearly none of us could have killed him.
And it does not stop there. There was also the moment when we discovered his body had disappeared.
Oh yeah.
When his body vanished from the nurse's office, Hina and I were in the bathroom together, while everyone else was in the equipment room, correct? And then there's the disappearance of Taka's body from the equipment room. At that time, we were all gathered together in the nurse's office because of Hifumi going missing. Well, don't forget, I was passed out in the equipment room the whole time.
Wait, then what if Genocide Jill did it?
No, she did not.
Body out of there right then!
Even if she could pull that off, there's no way she could have done the same with Hifumi's body. Because, as we just established, she was passed out in the equipment room when his body disappeared.
Besides, I didn't do either of them anyway. In other words, it is
I kinda-
impossible
I
that
kinda
any
feel
of
bad
us
for
could have
Jill.
killed Hifumi or moved either of their bodies. On the other hand, Hiro and Kyoko had disappeared, so they most certainly could have done those things.
So what now, Kyoko?
For now, we can't get fixated on who did it, or we'll just keep going around in circles. So instead of who, I propose we start talking about how.
Ooh, changing perspective.
In particular, I think we need to figure out how Hifumi's body got moved.
That's true. We searched everywhere, but we couldn't figure out how to explain his body disappearing. And according to what Celeste said,
Okay, we know that Hero was wearing the robot suit, or someone stuffed him inside a robot suit. And yes, because he needed someone else to remove it. So, and there's also the fact that he cannot bend over or see anything, which even makes this more. It's even a bigger clue that shows that there's no way Hero could have been. Kyoko, I don't think so. I mean, there's no way she could have just grabbed him and, grab Hifumi and take him. Seeing as we found, the glasses thingy to clean the glasses, and Hifumi, when we found him in the nurse's office, his glasses were bloody, but then when we found him, in that repository, a strange name, but yeah, his glasses were clean. I'm willing to bet that when we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, he was still alive. Which means the one who took Hifumi to the repository was Hifumi.
his body apparently disappeared in the 1 minute her and Hina took their eyes off of it. But to carry that much weight from the first floor up to the third in that short amount of time?
Oh my god, just say it. There's no way someone can carry a fat ass.
Oh man, yeah. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
I mean, yeah, Fumi's an awesome character and I love him. He's also a talker like me. Especially since we have the same sense of humor. Boobless. Yeah, but he's still a fat ass.
Well, what if I told you there was a way to make the impossible possible?
What? How?
If the dead body were to move itself.
There you go, Kyoko. This is why we all adore you.
The dead body moved on its own?
Yeah.
No, not another ghost.
Wouldn't this be a zombie? But yeah, what the fuck? I swear. I hope no birds sneak in. Boy. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to take a break and try my best to grab the bird and release it. Like, no birdie, you cannot stay inside of my room. You don't have the food. Oh. And let's continue.
I don't think it has anything to do with the occult. I think what she's implying is we thought Hifumi was dead, but perhaps in reality he was still alive.
Yeah. I mean, for who was that whole announcement? Hifumi or Taka?
Alive?
Are you saying Hifumi wasn't carried out of the nurse's office, but simply walked out on his own?
But I mean, we found his body. He was dead.
Perhaps he was simply playing dead.
That it isn't possible.
I guess we will have to prove it. Broken wristwatch.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the
No, I don't think it's the broken wristwatch.
there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No.
And how should I prove this?
Hifumi was dead.
It's not a broken wristwatch, because how am I supposed to prove that?
Surely you've heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Oh, I love you, Kyoko. You even gave us help to give the answer. Let me just save here. God damn it, I cannot save! Curses! Oh boy.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No. It is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt. And you know that how? Surely you've heard the body discovery announcement along with the Hifumi's dead body had been found.
No, it's wrong.
Haha, gotcha! Now let me save. I don't want to lose my progress.
Discovery announcement that was made really intended for Hifumi?
Of course it was. The announcement played right after we discovered his body.
Yeah?
Maybe. But that was also the same time that Taka's body was found.
That's right. It wasn't long after finding his body that we heard the announcement.
So there's a good chance we've made a mistake in there somewhere. I think we've confused whether the announcement was for Hifumi or Taka.
So the announcement shall become the biggest clue here. Got it.
First of all, if two bodies had been found, there really should have been two announcements.
Maybe Monokuma simply got lazy and rolled them together into one.
What do you say, Monokuma? Any comment?
Well, it's a very sensitive issue, so I can't go into too much detail.
Oh, just tell us already, bitch.
What I can say about the body discovery announcement is that It's only broadcast when 3 or more people find a dead body for the first time.
That didn't answer our question, man. We're asking if you're a lazy bum.
No, actually, that was plenty.
Is that so?
He said it's only broadcast when a body is discovered for the first time. Which means, even if we find the same body again later, he won't make the announcement again. If that's true, then why was the announcement made again later on?
Huh? Later on?
Exactly. We heard the body discovery announcement twice.
That's right. The second body discovery announcement. Yeah. Not again. Okay, so the first time it played was when we found each body. There's a surface and the second was when both bodies were rediscovered.
We heard it a second time in the repository when we rediscovered the 2 bodies.
There you go. That's when it happened again.
It didn't seem weird at the time, but it contradicts what Monokuma just told us, doesn't it?
Exactly. If we were actually rediscovering both bodies, the announcement shouldn't have played.
And in reality, when the 2 dead bodies were rediscovered, one of them was actually being discovered for the first time.
So, when we found Hifumi the first time in the nurse's office, he wasn't actually dead yet.
Pretty much.
Meaning he wasn't actually found dead until we came upon him in the repository.
And that's just part of it. There's one other thing that leads me to believe he was still alive in the nurse's office.
Yeah, the cloth, the thing to clean your glasses.
I know! Because he was super good at playing dead! Bada bing, bada boom!
Not exactly, but I love it, that answer.
That is the worst logic I have ever heard.
Quite ironic coming from you.
But honestly, I do not think there's anything that can prove he was still alive.
Okay then, let's take another look at the events surrounding the discovery of his body. Then it should become clear whether he was really alive or not.
This whole thing is pointless.
Oh, she's starting to lose it. Hifumi glasses. Yes.
Well, here's one thing we do know. The first time we found Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office. And then,
Yes.
while me and Celeste were in the bathroom, his body disappeared.
And the next time we
Yeah,
saw
pretty
the
much.
body, it was in the repository.
But when you compare his body before being moved and his body after being moved, other than the change in how it was positioned,
Damn it! I fucked that up.
other than the change in how it was positioned, there was no notable difference.
Yes, there was. Damn it! I should have waited just a little bit more.
In fact, there was one clear difference between Hifumi in the nurse's office and the repository.
Was his glasses?
Glasses.
Yep.
That fact alone proves that he was only playing dead in the beginning.
Perhaps you'd like to fill the rest of us in?
When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood. But when we found him again later in the repository, they were spotless. And I found the item he used to wipe them clean in the nurse's office trash can.
Okay, here we go. Let's see. There you go. Here's the one.
It was a glasses cleaning cloth featuring a certain cartoon mascot. One look at the bloodstain on the cloth should make things clear. This piece of cloth was used to wipe Hifumi's glasses clean. And the mascot on the cloth is the same one that's on the digital camera, right? And whose digital camera was it? Hifumi's, of course.
The character was Princess Piggles. some demon angel pretty pudgy princess, I think.
Well done, girl.
I highly doubt anyone but Hifumi would have brought something like this to school.
I see your point. And the only people here who wear glasses are...
I wouldn't be caught dead using a tacky piece of garbage like that.
Well, that's a good point.
Tissues is all I need to keep my glasses clean.
Then there's no question. It belonged to Hifumi.
Actually, usually when I clean my glasses, I use my own clothes. Oh well.
So what you're saying is...
What I'm saying is, the blood on his glasses was wiped away using his own glasses cleaning cloth.
Even if that is true, it does not mean he wiped the blood off himself.
But who would benefit from a clean pair of glasses other than the glasses owner?
That's right.
That's a good point.
And it must have been him, right?
So let's assume that Hifumi was still alive in the nurse's office. He pretends to be dead. Then when he's alone, he wipes his glasses clean so he can see. Then he stands up and walks out on his own 2 feet. And with that, the impossible task of moving his copious corpse becomes possible, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Wouldn't you say, Celeste?
Then, if he was just pretending to be dead,
You're not Celeste.
what was with all that blood? Was it paint or something?
No, which is the blood
The
pack.
nurse's office contains packs of blood for emergencies. He probably used one of those.
He figured if he was gonna play dead, he should go all out, so he just dumped it everywhere! But he got crazy with it and had to wipe his glasses off when he was done! What an idiot!
And if Hifumi was still alive at that point, the disappearance of Taka's body is easily explained. It should be perfectly obvious who must have moved Taka's corpse.
The one who moved Taka's body was Ifumi.
It could only have been Hifumi.
While we were all gathered in the nurse's office, he went to the equipment room and took Taka's body.
That also explains how the door to the repository got locked.
Yeah, very interesting.
Well, after the bodies disappeared, we all went looking for them, right? So me and Sakura headed for the repository. But when we got there, the door was locked.
And the repository door can only be locked from the inside, which means when Hina and Sakura got to the repository, someone was already inside.
And it could only have been Hifumi, who just finished stashing Taka's body there.
He convinced us all he was dead, and when he saw his chance, he dragged Taka's body to the repository.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hifumi wasn't just another victim in this case. He was one of the assailants.
But that means he took part in the murders.
I just can't believe it.
Yeah, but that's the truth we will reach.
If you're having trouble, would you like me to show you one more piece of evidence?
There's more?
Yep.
Oh, absolutely. The single biggest fact pointing to his involvement has yet to be revealed. You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The item he took off of Taka's lifeless...
Oh, you mean she's talking about the letter. Let's see, where is it? Yada yada yada. Left, standing room.
I got it!
Yep, there you go.
Talking about the note Hifumi had hidden away, aren't you?
Hidden note?
That's right. We found it stuffed in his pants.
Yeah.
In his pants?
Yes, his pants.
Yes, the pants.
Hey, well, forget about the pants for now. Take a look at what the note says.
Oh my god, his face like, yeah, just don't ask who, just don't ask the location. Oh boy.
That's the note I was telling you about. The one that told me where to go. Huh? Wait, this one's a little different. In my note it said, Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m.
I see. Then this note isn't the same one Hiro got.
It's not the same?
In other words, the killer got in touch with another person besides Hiro, and that person could only have been...
Yufumi's pants. Okay, it's Taka. I really wanted to say that, but no.
The killer used this note to draw out Taka and murder him.
Hello? Over here! Objection! Objection!
Overrule?
I don't really understand what's going on, but Hifumi had that letter, right? So whoever wrote it wasn't drawing out TikTok, they were drawing out Huffy! Just to be clear, TikTok is Taka and Huffy is Hifumi, right? Ugh!
I guess.
Why must you ruin it every time?
But no, that was not the one he was trying to catch.
Huffy had the note, right?
Let's see, Brooklyn,
Then the
which
person it was intended for must have been Huffy!
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to meet?
6 a.m., I believe.
The time doesn't matter! The note has nothing to do with TikTok!
no. There you go. God damn. I nearly missed it.
No, there absolutely is a connection.
What the hell are you talking about?
The wristwatch.
The note said to meet at 6 a.m., which is the same time Taka was murdered. You've already proven that using his wristwatch. But there's more. Look where the note says to meet. The equipment room, right?
Which is where Taka...
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that.
I see.
So, Taka was murdered at both the time and place written in the note. I think that should be plenty to show that this note was definitely meant for Taka.
Well, when you put it like that... No further objections!
Thank you.
Someone used that note to trick Taka. Just the same as me.
Yeah, pretty much.
The culprit really is a cold-blooded monster. Telling people they found a way out.
But if they gave the note to Taka, what was Hifumi doing with it? Stuffed down his pants, no less!
Yes, the pants.
Most likely, Hifumi stole it off Taka's corpse after he died.
Huh? He stole it?
Where's your proof? Go ahead, show us.
Here we go again. Just admit it, Byakuya. You have no idea what's going on, you're just going along with it. And you're just pretending you are on top of this. Ah, damn it. Let's see. Here we go.
I got it! When I searched Taka's body, I saw that his lifeless hand was gripping a small scrap of paper.
You saw? Oh god, are you stealing Kyoko's thunder? It was Kyoko who found the Taka was holding into something, not you. And Kyoko asked you to pull it out of his hand because of Mori's thing or something. Mori sent it in. Basically, it was too dead to be able to open the hand so easily.
If I'm right about this, the sheet of paper this piece came from is... I knew it! It fits perfectly with the note we found hidden on Hifumi.
Oh, come on.
And Taka's scrap and Hifumi's note.
Yup, they're from the same piece of paper.
Hifumi had the note meant for Taka, while Taka's corpse still grasped a small piece of that note. There's only one way to explain it.
Taka died clutching the note. Hifumi tried to free the note from its death grip, leaving behind only one small scrap. Did I get all that right?
That means Hifumi knew
Yeah.
it was important.
Exactly. Which proves that he was an accomplice in the murder.
Whoa. Yeah. After seeing all this, Hifumi was super involved in this whole thing for sure. In fact, he was behind the whole thing. In fact, he's still alive!
Hero, go back to sleep.
Sorry, no. When we found him in the repository, Hifumi was truly and completely dead. The second body discovery announcement proves that.
So then, who killed Hifumi?
The murder, of course.
Did is the mastermind, the true killer.
He was killed in the repository. So he must have been killed not long after transporting Taka's body.
So he must have been killed after Taka's body vanished, but before we found both bodies in the repository.
During that time, we'd all split up and were searching for Taka's missing body. In other words, during that time, none of us have alibis.
Wait, but me and Sakura were together.
So both of you have a alibi.
You're trying to steal the spotlight, you stupid walrus.
God damn it.
Call it a walrus.
Anyway, when they were killed bothers me too. But there's something that's been bothering me even more.
Is that so?
What might that be?
The weapon they used to kill Hifumi.
The weapon?
Yeah, because I mean, according to the Monokuma file, the way Taka and Hifumi were killed was almost the same, with them having similar fractures and all. But Justice Hammer 3 and 4 were still laying around in the nurse's office and
Well, obviously,
right?
was just a normal armor.
So if Hifumi was killed in the repository, the culprit would have had to grab one of the hammers, kill Hifumi, then put the hammer back where they found it. But wouldn't that be seriously risky for him?
I'm surprised. It seems there's some semblance of a brain knocking around that skull of yours after all.
Oh, shut up already. You didn't even point that out.
Hell yeah, it's packed in there good and tight.
God damn it, Hero.
Right, though. I don't understand it either. The Monokuma file makes it clear that they were killed using similar instruments. But if the hammers were already laying around those other rooms...
So the question is, how could the culprit have gotten their hands on either of the hammers? Personally, I haven't a clue.
Oh, shut up.
So which hammer was used to attack Celeste?
Those were accounted for in other rooms too. And I don't think either one is big enough to kill someone.
Then...
Is it not possible they used a different weapon?
I don't think it is possible. They were both killed with the same kind of thing, right?
So then, what was used to kill Hifumi?
I mean, it quite obviously was a hammer again. So, here we go again, I guess. Flawless hammer, thank you!
What was used to kill Hifumi? Was it Justice Hammer 3? Maybe Justice Hammer 4?
Well, whatever it was, there's one thing we have to figure out. How was the culprit able to move around so freely with the weapon? How did nobody witness them carrying it? Sounds like a Justice Hammer 5 is about to make its appearance! Check out murdergear.com/hammertime for more info!
God damn it.
One thing seems pretty clear. The murder weapon had to be one of the...
Nope!
No, that's wrong.
Ah, I'm so happy. I made it.
The murder weapon wasn't a justice hammer at all. No, it was something completely different.
But, seriously?
Yeah,
A different weapon?
it was. Except just remove the justice thing and you got the answer.
Specifically, a hammer from the repository. The killer could have easily used that to kill Hifumi. Now, all the hammers in the repository were covered in flecks of grit and debris. But for some reason, one of them had been scrubbed clean. Huh? And the reason it had been scrubbed clean was most likely because it was used to commit murder. If the hammer got covered in Hifumi's blood, of course they'd have to clean it off. I'd also like to point out that the repository has all kinds of hammers. Big ones, small ones, and even some flat mallet-like ones. I think whoever made the Justice Hammers used those as a basis for their design.
I mean, there's some spots over there were missing, so
true, that would explain the Monokuma file's note about the wounds being similar.
Yep, pretty much. But guess what? Hammer or no hammer, I'm gonna have to stop right here. So everyone, please like the video, subscribe, comment, hit the bell, and I see you all on the next video. Bye bye.